Gentlemen, thank you. Welcome back to Oxford, where history has repeated itself. In 2009, Ole Miss was the last team that was unranked to defeat LSU. The Tigers had rolled to 4 years of not losing to an unranked team before tonight. And Greg Bowser, this was a team in Ole Miss that came out with fire in its heart, had a 2-touchdown lead for the most part before LSU came back to make a game of it in the second half.
Well, as a team, Ole Miss came in. First of all, they were beat up and bruised on defense. Everybody thought that, LSU was really going to just roll them in this game. Ole Miss came out with a lot of fire, as you mentioned, and the fans got behind them. And I think they stayed in the game, and the longer they stayed in the game, the more confident they got. And they played that way. They played confident, and they played with a lot of composure. And the result was they ended up getting out here with a win against the number 6 team in the country.
Well, the Tigers trailed at halftime, but they started to come back in the second half, and turnovers, especially this muff on a punt, led to the LSU comeback.
Well, LSU got a lot of things they needed. They need to get turnovers here. They got the field goal. That put them within striking distance. And, I think at that point you felt LSU was really going to come back. And then the Tigers got a blocked field goal. And then when you got that, and then you got the Jarvis Landry reception to tie this ball game up, you thought, hey, LSU's in it now. But then this guy, Bo Wallace, he left him too much time on the clock, and he really just played well tonight, Lynn. He threw the ball well, ran it well, and Ole Miss did a good job of attacking LSU on the perimeter, got in field goal range for the winning field goal, and that was it.
525 yards of total offense for this Ole Miss team against an LSU defense, which we thought was turning the corner after the last couple of games, but that was certainly a big factor. And Greg, all of a sudden, in the West and the East, Missouri has a 2-game lead at least in the East, and Alabama now effectively has a 2-game lead in the Western Division. Well, look at all of the upsets.
Yeah, and the reason they got those leads, and you look at what happened in the West, LSU got beat, and then A&M, so both those teams have 2 losses. You look in the East, South Carolina got beat today, Georgia got beat, Florida was favored in that football game, but again, they lost, and then that just really, everything was locked up, but not anymore.
Well, the truth of the matter is this is an LSU team that came in a favorite and deserved to be the favorite. It did not play good enough to win against a banged-up Ole Miss team. Les Miles was very upset about it in his press conference following the game. But Ole Miss just fought like heck today and created some breaks. And 525 yards of offense later, it took the last-second field goal, but Ole Miss wins.
Well, the thing that surprised me is Ole Miss did it offensively with so much ease. I mean, when you watch the game and you see how easily they moved the football and did whatever they wanted to do, with the exception of a few drives, that really has to concern you if you're Les Miles.
Bo Wallace threw for more passing yardage tonight than he had against any other team this year.